Hello and welcome to Escape the J Curve. This is your host Rohan Nag. Today I've decided to launch a new series called Sunday Super 5. In this series, I'm going to give you small, actionable, bite-sized tips, tricks and strategies on internet marketing, personal branding, social media, mindset, habits, etc. all within 5 short minutes. This series is going to be very small on time investment but big on impact. Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Sunday Super 5 from Escape the J Curve, and I am your host Rohan Nag. In this episode, I'm going to be giving you a very important tip in 5 minutes, and the first principle that I'm going to talk about in this episode is called the Pareto efficiency principle. Pareto, an Italian economist, figured out that almost 80% of business results come from 20% of the things that the business owner does. Let me say that again. 80% of results come from 20% of the things that you do. What does that mean for you if you're looking to start a business? It means that you should be looking to do the things that you are really good at and outsourcing the things you are not that good at to other people. Finding freelancers or people who work for you for the short time to complement your skills, let's say. For example, I recently wrote a book called the 76-Day Lockdown Guide, where I talk about the 6 simple steps to overcome any obstacles and to get what you want in life. I am really bad at designing, okay? So I hired designers to do the book covers and the formatting and things like that. Even when I was launching this podcast, I hired designers to create all the digital assets and also the intro and the outro music for the podcast. I'm not good at those things, so it makes sense that I outsource these skills to other people who are really good at it. And one beautiful asset to find freelancers online is Fiverr.com. If you guys don't know about it, please check out Fiverr.com. It's your one-stop shop for finding any skill that you need to augment in your business. You can find web designers, you can find logo designers, you can find people who do Facebook ads, you can find people who do e-commerce, video marketing, voiceover artists, you name it, you would find it at Fiverr.com. And the website is called Fiverr.com because the gigs start from $5 only. So you can find people who can do some freelance activity for you for as low as $5. So there's my 5-minute Sunday Super 5 for today. Head on over to Fiverr.com. I'm going to leave a link to Fiverr.com in the show notes today. You can go there, and if you want to find designers or people who can do websites and things like that, even ClickFunnels, sales funnels and landing pages, you can find them all at Fiverr.com. Thank you so much for your time. We will catch up again soon. Hey guys, Rohan Nag here, and let me ask you a few questions. Are you sick and tired of giving up on your biggest goals? Do you always come back to the same place after having made some progress towards your goals? Do you often sabotage yourself when you are trying to level up in life? Do you feel like you have a lot of potential but you are not doing enough with it? Have you stagnated in life in terms of income, health, career growth for years? Are you suffering from a lack of meaning in your life since the COVID 19 pandemic hit? Are you worried about job security in the current economic climate? Or maybe you just want to increase your value in the job market and you want to make sure that you are not made redundant. Perhaps you want to create multiple income sources, but you have no idea where to start. Do you have outrageous goals, but you are held back by fear and anxiety? Do you lack the energy and motivation to execute on your plans? It could be the case that you wake up every day to bad COVID 19 news all around and you just want to focus your attention on something positive. It's possible that you are super bored right now and you just want to do something productive. Perhaps you want to learn a new skill, lose some weight, increase your productivity, and focus and follow up on your New Year's resolution. Listen, if your answer is yes to one of more of these questions, then I have something critical to tell you right now. But first, let me tell you a quick story. I was a person who had everything that society tells you is important, like college degree, like job in a reputable firm, vacation 2 to 3 times a year. I would, travel the world internationally. I traveled to 6 countries in 2019 and everything money could buy. But I experienced a deep lack of fulfillment, meaning, and purpose in my life. I realized the gift of human life is immeasurably precious. To live a life without meaning or purpose, to have not done anything to make the world a better place, is to have wasted this valuable gift. Deep down inside, I know I had more to offer to the world. I knew I was not living my best life. I wasn't dreaming big enough. I wasn't taking enough action. I was not creating a legacy for myself. I was just living a life without goals, ambitions, hopes, and dreams, and a purpose. All I wanted to do at that point was something bigger than me, something that will be my legacy, something that will help other people too. I know I have a lot to give to my family, my community and the world at large, but I was struggling to find a vehicle to create value for me and others. To be honest, I felt like a monumental failure in my life. I had lived half of my allocated time in this world without having done something meaningful, something which will outlive me. On top of that, I had absolutely garbage habits like smoking, not sleeping properly, eating crap foods, not taking care of my mind, body, soul. These habits were just dragging me to the depths of hell and were killing my self-esteem that I had left. I remember it like it was yesterday. I'm talking about October 2019. I was chilling with my friends and they had just left and I was alone in my bed and I could not sleep. There was one thought that kept me awake. Have I done everything that I have been sent here on this earth to do? And my mind was telling me, no. That was my breaking point, really. I could not take it anymore. So I got off my bed and decided to give my life a scorecard. I looked at my career, my income, relationships, health, service, legacy, and other important pillars in life. And the results I had produced in this area were really underwhelming. That felt like a gut punch. Half of my life is gone already and I had not done anything commensurate to the wonderful gift called human life. I knew I needed to set big and audacious goals for myself, transform myself into the best version physically, emotionally, and spiritually, and kill off all the rubbish habits that were dragging me down. In order to be successful in the endeavor of transforming myself, I knew I had to draw inspiration from the times I have been successful in my life. And then, as if by chance, something magical happened. When I looked at my previous successes, I found a pattern. I discovered that there were a total of 6 magical things that I did every time I succeeded in life. Like when I managed to lose 70 pounds of body fat in a period of 6 months. It was like clockwork. I took these exact 6 steps when I did something well in my life. And every time I did not achieve my goals, I failed to follow one or more of these rules. Every time, all the time. That's when I realized success is a process which has 6 rules or pillars. And if I abide by these rules, I will succeed. And if I do not, I will fall flat on my face. My plan was to incorporate these 6 rules into my life and launch an e-commerce business. I knew from my past business experiences there's nothing like starting a business if you want to build character. A business demands you have massive work ethic, excellent communication skills, high level of discipline, and an ability to deal with failures, rejection, stress, and so much more. Yet, there is nothing more rewarding when it succeeds. I did everything necessary to become ready to tackle the rigors of a business. I gave up smoking, got my diet and sleep right, started exercising, became more disciplined with my execution. I picked a niche for my e-commerce business, researched profitable products in that niche, got the logo, bought the domain, got the website up, and was just about prepared to launch my business. When I was ready to start sending traffic to my website, something happened which I was not prepared for. When I was about to take my business idea to the world, COVID-19 hit and everything changed forever. On March 11, 2019, the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a global pandemic, and hundreds of countries closed their borders and trade and commerce took a huge hit. I know the business that I was working on for months would have to be closed down before it made the first sale. This pulled the rug from under my feet. For the next couple of months, I felt like I was stabbed through my heart. I kept my fingers crossed that countries would be able to flatten the curve and open up their borders, but deep down inside, I know it will take months, if not years, before things would go back to normal. Then it hit me like a bolt of lightning. I realized brick and mortar businesses that deal with physical products, apart from the most basic necessities, are not going to do well in the short term. The only way to make money in the current economic situation is to build digital assets. No matter what the situation is with brick and mortar stores, you can sell, if you can sell things that can be shipped through the internet, like ebooks or podcasts or YouTube videos or blogs or softwares or freelancing and consulting services, you can still build a successful business. Immediately after that, I started creating digital assets. In the next 2 months, I wrote a book and I launched this podcast where I talk about internet marketing, starting online businesses, success strategies, and so much more. To my surprise, I managed to interview more than 50 very successful people in every field, from entrepreneurs to YouTubers, on my podcast. These interviews are massively valuable because the guests share their journeys, success stories, tips, tools, strategies, and so much more. This podcast has gone on to receive more than 1,500 listens and downloads within a month of its launch. To tell you the truth, I have come a long way since October 2019. Not only did I manage to destroy lifelong unhealthy habits like smoking, bad nutrition, improper sleep cycles, impulsive spending, but I'm a published author and a podcast host now. But the biggest change that I think has come in the way I feel about myself. Life does not feel meaningless anymore, and I do not feel like an underachiever. I wake up each day with great hope and enthusiasm. I have massive amounts of energy and focus. I have direction and motivation, and it feels like I'm walking the right path in life and making the best use of my talents and gifts. Although the pandemic slowed me down for a couple of months, I have a feeling 2020 is going to be the best year yet. And that's why I'm so excited to share with you my book, The 76 Lockdown Guide, How to Overcome Obstacles, Reignite Your Passion, and Find Meaning During the COVID-19 Calamity. In the book, I talk in depth about the 6-step golden formula that I've used to accomplish my most challenging goals. You can use the same 6-step formula to tackle the most difficult challenges, find direction, meaning, and purpose in life, and completely transform yourself into a new you during the COVID-19 lockdown. I am leaving a link to get the book from Amazon Kindle right now in the show notes. Do check it out.